Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last home varsity doubleheader for the 2024-25 season. Tonight, or this afternoon, has our hometown Eagles squaring off against the Islesboro Eagles. Our Rebels squaring off against the Eagles. Must have been something in the lunch. So let's start off with those Eagles. We'll start with freshman number 35, Islesboro. Junior number 23, River Burns. Junior number 10, Samantha Conover. Senior number 25, Abby Leach. And senior number 12, Alma Busher. Busher, sorry.
We should have had Rosie Brimley as a starter, not Samantha Conover.
Okay.
I did? Oh, that was my bad then.
Okay. Let's add one more starter for the Eagles. That's senior number 11, Rosie Brimley. All right, Telstar, let's make some noise for your Rebels. We'll start them off tonight with sophomore number 14, Abby Kimball. Sophomore number 12, Katie Campbell. Senior number 15, Mary Smith. Junior number 4, Viv Charette. And junior number 31, Tasia Lego. Everyone enjoy the game.
All right, good evening, or good afternoon, I should say, and welcome to this afternoon's doubleheader between the Telstar Rebels and the Islesboro Eagles. We're here live on Western Hills Access Television, Channel 11, and YouTube. I'm Danny Whitney, joined by Mark Kenny, Brooks Morton, and Josh Morton. Mark, good to have you. How you doing this afternoon?
Good afternoon, Dan. Thanks for having me join you today. Not a bad way to spend a Friday.
No, it's good to see a lot of kids over in the stands right now. As I think school is still technically in session here for another few minutes. Okay. So it looks like some of the teachers let the kids come up to watch the first few minutes of the game. So
final 20 minutes of the day. So pack the gym. It's never a bad thing.
So the Rebels are 2-13 on the season. We have the Eagles at 6-6. First matchup between the teams, and again, we're playing here at 2 o'clock this afternoon, Mark, because of ferry and travel issues for
the ferry schedule got adjusted today, and in order for Islesboro to get back in time, they had to move the games up to make sure they didn't miss the ferry and have to stay overnight.
And that's a unique experience that's new to Telstar here the last few years, is dealing with the ferries for multiple different schools, right?
It is. So this is first time in the East-West Conference for everybody, and this does involve the island schools. So the first, this fall, soccer teams had their first try at it, and now this is the first time for basketball season.
So the Rebels tonight started with senior guard number 15, Haley Smith, sophomore Addie Kimball, junior Viv Charette, junior Tasia Lego, and junior Katie Campbell.
Correct.
And for the Eagles, they started with number 12, Alma Busher, number 11, Rosie Brimley, number 25, Abby Leach, 23, River Burns, and number 35, Iceland Delaney.
We'll see. Looks like Islesboro's willing to move the ball around quickly.
Rebels are starting in...
It's like a 2-3?
I think they're in the 2-3. They played in that... They didn't play it at all last game against Wiscasset, but against Carabec and Richmond last Friday, that's pretty much all they played.
It's where they're most comfortable and seem to be able to move around a little bit quicker.
Good take there by Lego, but Islesboro comes away with it. Boucher looking to push.
Oh, it's me travel. Haley got in front nicely, stepped up.
Did you get the first bucket of the game? I missed that. We were talking about the fairies and we missed the first bucket, but Islesboro up 2-0.
We'll check with Dave.
That's a carry. Got away with it.
Dribble up over the shoulder, usually gets a whistle.
He's carrying it almost every dribble here. I'd like to see them call that. 3-point attempt here by the Eagles.
Got a box out.
So the Rebels, Mark, I can't tell what they're in. It almost looks like a box and one. If it's a 2-3, the spacing is off a little bit, but
That's number 35 at the basket.
yeah, number 35, Islesboro. The Eagles are in a 2-2-1 full court press. It looks like zone trap. Good job by the Rebels to break it, but they unfortunately turn it over.
The right idea though. They're looking to move the ball quickly up the floor.
Yeah.
Quicker passes, fewer dribbles.
So
We have a timeout on the floor already.
the Eagles are going to take a quick timeout.
30 seconds.
We'll use that first timeout, Mark, to have Jewel scan over to the sponsors up on the wall behind the home court, or behind the home team stadium. And Mark, those sponsors are courtesy of the boosters, and all the proceeds benefit the boosters, which helps all the athletic programs at Telstar. Is that right?
It's a new project this year, yes, and so the boosters have been trying to find ways to, one, build revenue, but also build their relationship with the local communities and local businesses and give them a chance to show off the support that we get. And the boosters covers all of our athletic programs, middle school and high school combined, so they are busy.
Big shout out to the businesses sponsoring it and all the parents who volunteer their time for the boosters. That's a big commitment.
It only works on sponsorships and donations and people giving up their time, so we are appreciative for that.
And a club like the Boosters is sort of unique because you must have significant turnover as kids graduate with the volunteers and stuff.
It happens. We try to start and not just rely on high school parents. We try to bring some middle school parents in too, just for selfishly to have the time.
Right.
And build a 7-year stretch. But yes, your active parents are your active parents in PTA and in boosters and everything going, and we appreciate everything they do. It's not easy.
So I think the Eagles off that full court trap are falling back into a 2-3. There's Lego for 3. You don't see her attempt many of those. The one thing that's sticking out to me early on here is that the Rebels are doing an excellent job breaking this press, which is something they've struggled with. Mark, I think they're in a box and one on number 12 for the Eagles.
Looks like Haley Smith has taken that assignment on.
It's
a big task.
For those not familiar, that means they're playing a 2-2 zone, and then they're having one player follow, usually the best player for the Eagles, and that appears to be number 12.
She gets a man-on-man assignment, and then
it's an interesting approach. I mean, we haven't seen them play it at all this year, and having not played the Eagles before, they must have gotten some sort of a scouting report that number 12 was who they had to stop.
Be interesting to talk to Coach Newell after the game and figure out how they came about that, but they seem to know why they're doing it and what their assignment is, so trusting in the coaching.
Rebels to inbound here on the near side. Let's see if they can get a good shot off. Lego flashes to the middle.
Good look. Almost
out there by
almost.
Islesboro. And here's number 12, so we'll see if Smith tracks her down.
She seems to be the primary ball handler for Islesboro right now.
There's that double team. And Lego with the rebound. See if a guard can go back and help her out. See if Coach Newell may have to use a timeout here.
Bail his team out.
So again, we might have jinxed them a little bit. We had said they were doing a nice job with the press, but they got a little overwhelmed there. It's 4-0 here. The Eagles on top. I think we're about halfway through the first quarter. Looks like a young coaching staff for the Eagles.
It does. For a small island school, they have a big team.
Yeah, it looks like they have 11 or 12 girls. Directly following this game, we have our second game of the doubleheader, which will be the boys, varsity teams battling.
The boys are currently sitting in second place right now in Class D South. With 2 games to go in the season.
We're efforting on a guest here for the third quarter. We're going to see if we can get Coach Tim O'Connor to come up and join us. He's the middle school. Is he JV or varsity now?
He's the head coach and he coaches both. So he and Steve work on it together.
All right. We're going to see if we can get him to join us, and we'll talk a little bit about the feeder program that Telstar has in the middle school and what's allowed the boys team and the girls team to have success in the last few years. Rebels still looking for the first basket of the game.
They're battling on the boards.
Here's number 12, Alma Bruscher.
Katie Campbell stands her up nicely. They're letting him play. He's getting a little rough.
Yeah. Almost a backcourt, but they got away with it.
They're keeping the ball moving, though. Good passes.
Lego stays with it, can't get it to go. A couple good looks there for the Rebels, just not able to find the hoop yet.
Offensive boards are working in their favor.
So this is Boucher with the ball up top, screen. So kick it back.
Good cut to the basket.
That's a travel. You can't just take 3 steps. I'm sorry, but
no, let that happen in middle school. You don't want it to happen in high school, varsity.
We commented a few games ago when we had this officiating staff, and the gentleman right here is a little bit of a Sylvester Stallone lookalike. So
he is definitely. He's been doing this a long time.
Yeah, but so we don't want to question him too much, but
Is he the wrestler?
Yes. We don't want to question him too much, but at the same time, if you take a couple steps, you got to travel. But Addie Kimball's going to get to the line here, looking for the Rebels' first points of the game.
We appreciate the job they do. It's not easy, but we also want to make sure they're calling it correctly.
We see some more parents starting to roll in here.
Almost.
Kimball misses the first of 2. We're going to get some subs for the first time for the Rebels. Number 13, Emma McPherson, and number 10, Addie Koskela checking in. They'll give Lego and Campbell a blow.
Oh, almost. Okay, she gets another chance. There's a blue violation on the line.
See if we can get on the board here. See some of the boys' team filtering in over there with spirit fingers, I think they call it.
They're definitely into it. Almost.
Mark, I think you mentioned that the Rebels are down a couple of freshmen right now, or are they? Was that Emma? Is she a freshman or she's
sophomore? So we have the freshmen are on their way back from a 2-day trip in Orono. They should be back in school. They should be in the next 10 minutes or so. They'll be joining their teammates.
Eagles are going to have the ball here. 2 minutes to go in the first. 4-0 Eagles. Low-scoring affair. A lot of shot attempts, just nothing falling for either team, really.
Despite the records, the teams seem pretty evenly matched, in all honesty.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Playing good defense, getting turnovers. The Rebels just need to get a basket to go in to break the ice a little bit.
Yep. Islesboro is going to jump into the 1-3-1, 3/4 court, half court trap. No, they're not. They're going to be in a man.
Pick up man at half court.
Now they're in a 2-2.
Good hustle.
Kimball with the ball. McPherson.
Good shot. Almost.
That's a good looking shot.
Almost.
Doesn't go. Eagles with the ball. Neither team really looking to push either. Both content getting into the half court set.
I see the Rebels look like they've gone to a 1-2-2 at this, or the box and one outside of the box.
Yeah, they're still in the box and one. Just number 12's outside, so.
With the box out.
And Andy and I have talked about it on numerous occasions. It's tough to rebound out of a 2-3. It's even harder to rebound out of a box and one.
It is challenging. And we're a little bit of a size disadvantage in this game. We're outsized in the height department. So.
Which is opposite from last game against Wiscasset. The Rebels could basically do whatever they wanted down low, control the boards. Another turnover for the Rebels, so minutes to play here in the first.
See if we can get a stop and a turnover here and get the girls down and get a basket in.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get on the board before the end of the quarter for the Rebels. It's a nice looking shot, doesn't go. Smith with the ball, looking to push for the first time. So we'll give it to Kimball, over to Charette. She's got McPherson on the wing. That's a good jumper there.
That's her spot. That's her spot. There we go. The Rebels are on the board. Cut the lead in half.
Yeah, and that's really Emma McPherson's strong suit is right there in that mid-range jumper. She's hit a lot of those this year.
That's her spot. And she doesn't have to take a long time. She has a quick release, which is key.
There's number 12. McPherson with the board. Rebels have time here to get a shot. No need to rush.
Get a good shot off.
Yeah, take your time. Let's get a good look.
Move the ball around.
McPherson inside to
There they
Kimball.
go. Good inside, outside.
Good take there by Kimball.
Good
Good ball movement by the Rebels. Now just don't foul if you're the Rebels.
A long three at the buzzer. Hey.
So after the first, we have the Eagles on top, 4-2. And we're being notified that Coach O'Connor, you want to join us for the second?
Oh.
You want to join us for the second quarter? He did all right.
Nice to hear you and see you.
So after the first quarter, Eagles up 4-2 over the Rebels. We're live here on Western Hills Access Television and YouTube. We're here for a 2 o'clock start this afternoon due to Islesboro Eagles ferry schedule. So that's an interesting new twist to the scheduling for the athletic director. Rebels are going to have the ball. Evenly matched first quarter there. Rebels playing a box and one on number 12, Alma Boucher. And the Eagles are going to start in a 2-3 here. And off of makes, they've been extending that up into like a 2-2-1, 3/4 court press. So Rebels have done a nice job breaking it. They've got some good looks. They just haven't fallen. We'll see what they can do here in the second.
My apologies, Dan. I'm back.
Mark had to step away for a second, and during that break, I don't know if you heard or not, but it sounds like we will not be getting Tim O'Connor for that third quarter. So we'll work on an alternative guest.
I'll scour the stands a little bit and see what we can call on.
We'll see if we can get Coach Kimball. Maybe he'll be in the building. We can get him up for a preview.
There we go. Oh, the
Kimball.
Defensive boards are working.
Yeah, the Rebels are playing good D, and like I said, they're breaking the press. The shots just aren't going
Good
yet.
look. There you go.
That's Kimball. Yeah, I thought they might give it to him, Mark. Mark was calling for the deflection,
Looking for the tip.
but they didn't give it to him. So it's going to be Eagle ball. I thought they might have got a piece of it, but Rebels in that box and one.
It's working so far.
It is. I'm just intrigued by it because you don't see it often, especially in girls at this level. So I'm just
not having seen the team originally one time through, it's rare air.
foul there on number 14, Addie Kimball. And the Eagle ball underneath.
I think when the boys are in the crowd, there's more cheering than when the girls are in the crowd.
The boys are definitely more boisterous in the crowd. They definitely bring something to the feel of the game for sure. They enjoy their role in being the rowdies, and it definitely is nice to actually have the feeling in the gym that way.
Shot by the Eagles. The Eagles haven't scored, I want to say, since about 3 or 4 minutes into the first quarter. They've been on quite a drought. Rebels just unfortunately haven't been able to either.
Shots are going up. They just aren't falling for either team right now.
Maya Buck kicks it into Kimball. That's Haley Smith for 3.
Oh.
That's a good looking shot. Eagles looking to push for the first time. They're letting them play, Mark.
There's some bodies banging around, but they're holding their ground. They're being consistent both ways at least.
Yeah, no issues there. Just definitely letting them play a little bit. So
There's only one foul called in the whole game so far on either team, total.
Eagles with the ball. This is theoretically, we think their best player, number 12, Alma Boucher.
The primary
double
ball
there.
handler.
Yeah, and see if we can get extra step there.
The defense is collapsing quickly, which is definitely helping.
At the quarter break, the other Rebels checked in number 1, Maya Buck. That's her with the ball now. She got away with a step there. Kimball.
Good move to the left. Get on the floor. There you go. That's good hustle. That's good hustle. Like to see that.
Eagle ball here, 4-2. Eagles still on top. 5.5 minutes to play in the second. We're live on Western Hills Access Television, Channel 11 and YouTube. Here for a matinee affair versus the Islesboro Eagles. It's number 5 for the Eagles with the jump shot. Nora Waldron. So the Rebels with Maya Buck, Emma McPherson, Haley Smith, Addie Kimball, and Adeline Koskela on the floor.
We're at the 2:20 mark in the school day, so dismissal's about to happen.
Yeah, and that's why I think we just saw the crowd thin out a little bit, but expect to see some more folks rolling in as the afternoon. Good pivot there.
Big Adeline
good spin.
Koskela. Oh, good move.
Yeah.
Quick release. Right idea.
Yeah, and that was a good pivot by Kimball, which led to the jump shot there by Koskela. And a lot of times, especially at this level, it's those basic fundamentals that lead to good shots and good.
They're working hard to
plays.
make space, get shots off. Just seen a few to fall down.
Coach for the Eagles calling for a high-low.
Post move.
That's a three-point attempt. Doesn't go.
Long rebound.
Smith with the board, looking to push. I noticed Smith is without her
Shoulder brace.
shoulder, yeah, so that's good to see. Hopefully that means she's back to 100%. Number 35 checking in for the Eagles, Iceland Delaney, and she'll give River Burns a break. Kimball with the ball.
We're getting a shout out that we have folks watching all the way up in Aroostook County today. So thank you for watching on YouTube TV.
And I think that was one of the boys' players' parents, DJ Dupre. Is he up in the county right now?
They are up, unfortunately, they're for a family funeral, but they are up in the county for the weekend. So they are still watching and cheering on the Rebels, even though they're not in town.
Yeah, we appreciate that, and we thank Josh and Brooks and the whole Western Hills Access Television for making that happen and allowing folks to be able to watch when they are out of town. So
It has definitely been a game changer to allow everyone and anyone to have access to watch the games. It's very much appreciated, whether you're in town or out of town.
Charette gets the ball poked away, pitches ahead. That's
Number 12.
Boucher with the bucket.
Boucher.
Is that her first bucket?
That is her first basket.
So 6-2 now, Eagles. And again, that's Boucher is the one that the Rebels are playing the box and one on. Lego's going to check back in. Eagles with a fast break.
Addie Kimball to hustle back.
And Nora Waldron will go to the line for the Eagles for 2. That's Kimball's second foul, I think. So she'll have to just keep an eye on that. No trouble yet, but something to watch.
Right.
Coach Newell might give her a blow anyways. Lego and Campbell checking in for the Rebels.
First one's no good.
And here's one of the freshmen,
They are back.
both freshmen for the Rebels joining.
Joining the bench and their teammates.
That is Lexi Indermule, Quinn Coolidge, Bailey Dunham.
I haven't seen her yet, but she might be in the locker room still.
Yeah, and Bailey.
Second one is good.
We've seen Quinn play some big minutes at the beginning of the year, and then Bailey's played some key minutes here in the last few games. So Coach Newell welcomes their arrival, I'm sure. Charette with the ball, pitches over to Buck. Campbell's posting up. McPherson in the corner. That's Campbell. Rebels just haven't quite been able to get everything to click in that half-court set so far. They've got some good looks. There's a bucket by number 11. Rosie Brimley. The Rebels have got some good looks, but they've also still had a lot of turnovers. Eagles fall back into that 2-3.
Keeping the Rebels on the perimeter.
Yeah, and I think that's a good strategy because the Rebels' shots have come inside. They have, like I said, they haven't fallen, but they've come inside. And I think the Eagles coach is just saying, you know what, let's make them shoot outside.
Force them to shoot from outside. Their bread and butter is 10 feet from the rim and closer. That's where they're the most accurate. All right, let's see if defense can get it back.
Yeah, Rebels still in that box and one. They've switched. Well, with Smith out of the game, Charrette's now on Boucher. That's a three-point attempt. Doesn't go. Should be Rebel ball. 9-2 here. 2.5 minutes to play in the second quarter.
See the Rebels give themselves an opportunity right here.
Charrette splits the D. Good shot there. And that's one thing, Mark, that you can attack in a 2-3 when those upper guards
There we
split
go.
like that Viv Charrette.
Viv Charrette with the basket.
When those upper guards split like that, attack the middle and force them to collide on you, and then you'll have people
Free other people up.
open
Free
on the
teammates
wings.
up.
And if they don't collapse, then you're going to have a jump shot like she had right there. So I'd like to see her keep attacking right in between, force them to make a decision.
Take care of the ball and get up midcourt. Both teams definitely have active hands and do a lot of reaching in, trying to knock the ball away.
9-4 here, Eagles. Charrette to inbound. Gets it to McPherson. I think McPherson's probably one of their better ball handlers. I'd like to see the Rebels also get it to her around the perimeter a little bit more. Number 12, Boucher pushing it up for the Eagles.
A minute and a half till halftime. Take advantage. See if the Rebels can capitalize on these turnovers.
No, if I'm the Rebels right now, they didn't call the backcourt. It could have gone either way there. McPherson with it back to Smith over to Charrette.
Keep moving the ball around.
Good job there. Again, that's her splitting those deep defenders. So good job there by Charrette. Keep doing that.
The penetrating kick
you're the
out if they even
Rebels.
have to.
Keep penetrating, and then but until they collapse,
Right.
keep taking that shot.
Bounce pass goes right to Haley Smith.
We'll take that shot all day. Smith has numbers. Still
Almost on the floor. On the floor.
Foul there. From the Rebels, we have 45 seconds left. It's a 5-point game right now. My goal is to cut it to a 1-possession game heading into halftime. So let's get it to a 2 or a 3-point game. Let's get a stop here and then a
Stopping at
bucket.
a basket.
And then it's a 9-6 game, and we're feeling good heading into halftime. Rebels do a good job.
Play their defense.
Eagles are taking their time.
They definitely have
Rebels still
game
have fouls
plan
to
here.
give. Yeah, I think the Eagles are going to be content with one shot. Trying to get it into Boucher. There she is. That's an offensive. That's a tough one. If I'm sure, that's pretty good D. I don't know. I thought Boucher kind of lowered her shoulder. Thought Boucher kind of lowered her shoulder
She
there
did
a little
drop
bit.
a little bit. It was definitely
But
lots of contact going
I think
on.
that's what Coach Newell's saying now. 18 seconds to play here. Rebels need a stop.
Oh, there you go.
There's the
There you
steal they
go.
wanted. Let's see if we can
Let's
get a
just take
jump.
care of it.
Again, just like the end of the first,
It's
let's get a
time.
shot. Let's get a shot. Charrette, head to McPherson. Eagles with a foul to give.
It's their first foul of the game.
They must have had one in the first because Kimball went to the line once, so somebody had a
You're right.
foul in the first. But it resets now, Mark, after each quarter.
That's right.
The new rule.
No rules.
Unfortunately, Rebels turn it over, and Boucher is going to get a bucket. So that went about the exact opposite direction that we wanted. But at the half, it's going to be 11-4, Eagles on top. First game of the doubleheader between the Islesboro Eagles and the Telstar Rebels. Game 2 will be directly following this game. Again, 11-4 at the half. We're live here on Western Hills Access Television and YouTube. I'm Danny Whitney, joined by Mark Kenny, Jewel Clark on the camera, Brooks Morton on the camera, and Josh Morton behind the scenes doing all the hard stuff. We'll be back for the second half here in about 8 minutes.
travel and availability.
All right, welcome back. We are live. Let the noise settle down. We are live here on Western Hills Access Television, Channel 11 and YouTube for a varsity basketball doubleheader between the Islesboro Eagles and Telstar Rebels. We're here for the second half of the girls' game. Rebels are down 11-4 here at the half. First half scoring for the Rebels, Viv Charette with 2 and Emma McPherson with 2. And Mark, you have the Eagles?
We have Alma Boucher with 6, Rosie Brimley with 2, Iceland Delaney with 2, and Nora Waldron with 1.
All right. So the Rebels down 11-4 here. We're going to try to get Pete Hedden to join us here for the third quarter, ask him a few questions. Pete is father of boys point guard or boys guard Riley Hedden. It'd be good to get some insight from him on what it's like to be a parent of a, Riley's a senior, right?
He is.
Of a senior, and he's got that Gould relationship that we can talk about as well. So if we can get Pete up here for a few minutes, we'll ask him some questions on that. So Rebels with the ball. The Eagles are back in that trap. Now they're in the trap. Here it is.
As soon as they come across midcourt.
That's McPherson. That's her shot.
Yeah,
and that's her shot. And I see Pete making his way up. Mark can scoot over. But you can scoot over, Mark, and then you'll just have to share your mic with him.
I can do that. Hi, sir.
Eagles with the ball up top.
You want to sit? You can do that stool.
You sure?
Yeah.
Happy Friday, Pete.
Yeah, happy Friday. Here we are, another basketball game. I love it.
It's the life right now.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming up, Pete. We were just talking about you. So Pete is father of boys senior guard Riley Hedden. And Pete, we just wanted to get you up here, get the perspective from a parent on this season and where we're heading, and appreciate you taking a few minutes to join us.
Yeah, it's great to be here. It's great to watch the girls get better. You can see them getting better.
There's Vince Grell, the basket.
There's one that needs to keep shooting. This season's been a lot of fun. You know, obviously last year was great. We made it to the tournament, and this year we're hoping to go a little deeper.
That is the goal for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, I just like to say a big thank you to everybody too that has made it possible for Riley to play. You know, as a Gould student, as his wife teaches there, as my wife teaches there, and he attends Gould. Gould's basketball program got dropped off, and everybody was kind enough to make it all work out so that Riley was able to come over here and play, and that was huge for us. And I think if you were at the senior game and you noticed there was a big conglomerate of Gould folks, kids and faculty that were here to support everybody. And we actually have a student from last year, Philip from Austria. He's going to get to Bethel tonight. Wyatt Lilly's driving down to pick him up right now.
Oh, really? Nice.
And so he'll be with us, and he's going to get to come watch some of the games and travel with the boys and be with the boys again. So that'll be a lot of fun.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
So yeah, Pete, you've been on both sides of the coin with Gould and Telstar, but what's it like to just see the two collaborating?
Well, it's a lot of fun. I think you see some great. Last year there was a boy from Ukraine on the team, and some of our boys, I've watched them ask him, what is it like for you right now with what's going on in Ukraine? And I mean, real world application right there. You know, the kids were talking to somebody that was from Ukraine, not just reading about it in the newspaper or on a TikTok video, you know, but an actual kid that they knew and played basketball with who was from that area. So I think there's a lot of great, mixing when we get the two schools to be able to do stuff together. So it's been a lot of fun, I think. I think both schools have really enjoyed it.
It's 15-8 here. Eagles on top.
And selfishly, we get to watch Riley play a little more basketball before he graduates, so it's, it's something to watch him grow up and through middle school, so it's a win-win as well.
Yeah, and it's, as a parent, it's been really fun to be able to watch him play with all the boys that he grew up playing with during all those rec basketball games, which I actually heard Mike say this the other night. I truly do believe the rec basketball program is one of the best community events that we have, and I've said that to him multiple times. And you can see right now a little bit of the fruition of his thoughts about starting that program, because now we're sending teams to the tournament. So it's great.
You're seeing the numbers start to build. You're seeing the kids play coming up through middle school and high school, and the programs are definitely starting to grow, which we all want to see. So there's definitely a direct correlation to that.
Yes. Quinn's got a nice looking shot.
Yes.
We got to keep her shooting. Her and Emma.
And they have quick releases too, which is hard to defend.
Yep.
Yeah, we got an onslaught of scoring here to start the second half. Rebels have already matched their total from the first half.
Boxing out nicely. Now just secure the ball and push.
Yeah, so Pete,
Talk to each other.
Pete, what's it like as a parent heading into the tournament? I know you experienced it last year, but do the nerves get a little more real come tournament time?
Well, I think that I was probably more nervous than Riley was last year. But yeah, I mean, it's really nice. My folks and my brother are going to come up. They've already booked a room because we know we're playing on that Saturday, February 15th. So it's just a lot of fun, and playing in that place, we all know what it's like, and then you can still watch it afterwards. My folks last year were at a wedding, and so they were able to watch it, and my mother, I didn't even check my phone, but she kept sending texts. She's going, there's commentators and everything. And so it's Maine basketball. It's just awesome. I love it. I think we've got a lot of good years coming up too. Girls, there's a big squad of 8th grade girls that are, 2 in particular, that are really going to be helpful right up. Nice shot, Addie. She needs to keep shooting too.
Can't score if you don't shoot.
Yeah, the Rebels are getting a lot of similar looks as they did in the first half. They're just falling this half.
Right?
So that's good to see.
And they haven't stopped. They haven't given up on shooting. So
they're staying in that box and one.
But you're right, P. I think anyone who lives in Maine, when it comes to tournament time, February, vacation week, it's basketball fever, and it's special. And it's just fun to watch the kids play, and the communities come together and support them, and there's really nothing quite like it.
Yeah, I love it. And like I said, I think in the next couple of years, we still have many years of good teams coming up. There's 8th grade boys right now. I got 8 of them right now that want to keep playing more basketball. I said after the tournament, maybe we can look at doing some spring AAU ball stuff. And Steve and I did some of that last year. Steve Pelletier and I. So yeah, it's just a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys all doing this too. And I looked over, I said, it looks like we got a special commentator up there.
We do, yeah. Andy's running a little late today. He had to work till 4. He's looking to join us for the second game, but superintendent had to fill in on short notice. So jack of all trades.
Shake the dust off the microphone. It's been a few years since I've done this. I was more comfortable keeping the book on the table.
Yeah.
Eagles with the ball, up 7 here.
Rebels are playing good defense, and they're getting the rebounds. They're definitely giving themselves chances.
Yeah, and offensively, they're getting some baskets, so they can get back in this thing with a couple of more stops and a couple more buckets. Yeah, and Pete, I wanted to ask, because I've played with you on Sunday nights before, and no offense to you, but Riley's a little bit better.
He's much better. I can actually remember one of the first days in the driveway when I thought, okay, he's better than me.
Does he beat you one-on-one?
We were, you know, playing a little one-on-one in our dirt driveway where the chickens had already pecked around the driveway and you couldn't dribble because the ball would bounce everywhere. And we would just stand from downtown and shoot. And I finally realized he was probably in 8th grade or 9th grade. I said, okay, he's got me. He's better than me.
It's a tough realization for a dad and a son, but one you're also proud to see happen sometimes.
Yeah, I still wish he would move without the ball a little better, though.
There's still time. The season's not over.
Yeah. I know I haven't been able to make it to any Sunday ball games, but hopefully, maybe this Sunday. This Sunday we're going?
We're going.
Yeah. See if I can make it. CPS, right?
We're going to be here.
Oh, going to be here.
Yeah, for anybody listening at home, we're looking for players Sunday nights at 4 o'clock.
From 4 to 6 here at Telstar.
Telstar, we call it the Old Man League, but men and women are welcome.
Excellent.
Rebels
Hey,
to inbound.
thanks for having me.
Thank you, Pete.
All right, thank you, Pete.
Enjoy the game. Enjoy the weekend.
I will indeed. Go Rebels.
That was Pete Hedden, father of senior guard Riley Hedden for the Rebels. So it's 19-10, Eagles on top. Charette to inbound. Smith with the ball to Lego. So Mark, similar to the end of the first half, I'd like to see the Rebels get a stop and a bucket and cut this to a 5, maybe a 7-point game heading into the fourth quarter. Get the momentum on their side and see what we can make happen in the fourth.
It'll be good. They're more than capable.
They backfired on us in the second quarter, and the Eagles ended up with a bucket at the buzzer, but we'll see if we can get a stop and then a score. Stop and then a score.
Starts with the defense.
All right, there's the stop. Lego with the ball. Rebels with plenty of time.
Just got to take care of it. Those are the situations you need your ball handlers to go down and get the ball and just help out the people that fought to get the rebounds. But
yeah, and that used to be, and the Rebels still with another chance here. Lego with this up ahead to McPherson. She's got time. Here it is.
Launches it.
Good look. Good look by McPherson. So after 3 quarters, the Islesboro Eagles on top over the Telstar Rebels 19-10. We're here live on Western Hills Access Television, Channel 11 and YouTube. And during this break, Jules going to span over to the sponsors. Talked about these a little bit in the first half, but the sponsors are businesses that donate to get their banner put up on the wall, and that money, after the cost of the banner, all goes towards the Boosters program, which helps support all the sporting programs, sporting teams at Telstar.
We're appreciative, and the sports programs can't do without our boosters, so we thank the businesses for sponsoring and donating, and the parents who give their time to work the booths and donate all the goods and put all the extras in and make it special for the kids and the coaches.
And that sponsorship is recurring each year, so it's really a nice nest egg for the Boosters program, and I think it's going to change things. It's going to give the Boosters money that they never had. So we're looking forward to see what kind of impact that will make on the sporting programs at Telstar in the years to come. And we'll shout out to Mike Pelletier. He also played a big role in that, getting that started. So Viv Charette with the ball up top. We're in the fourth here. That's Riley Cooper. Good shot to take. Didn't fall, but it's a good look.
Even though the shots aren't falling, Dan, the girls are taking good quality shots for themselves, and you like to at least see the good attempts at the very least.
Yeah, I'd say, like I said, we talked about, I think it was versus it was either Richmond or Carrabeck, one of the better teams. And the Rebels went nearly a quarter and a half before they even got a shot off. So it's good to see them. Right. I know their opponent's different, but it's good to see them getting good looks, making improvements. So we see some Rebel fans starting to filter in. Not a whole lot of Islesboro fans yet. I don't know if that will change. What's the trip to Islesboro? How long is it?
I believe it's a little over 2 hours by car, and then the ferry ride each way. So that's Riley Cooper with the basket underneath.
Yeah, so for any girls' parents, Islesboro's girls' parents to come to the game, it's pretty much an all-day affair.
It's an all-day, and it's tricky when it's a day game like this. They try to play their games on the weekends, but there's only so many games you can fit in on a Saturday, so they do have to play the weekday games like this.
So we'll see if the Rebels can get a stop here. It's a 7-point game, Mark. If we can get a stop and a bucket, we're right there. We saw against Wiscasset, the Rebels had an 8-point lead with under 3 minutes to play, and the Wiscasset made it all the way back to within 1. So
they kept shooting, and the shots started to fall. So it is possible.
Even though this is a low-scoring affair, we can still see a run. Basketball is a game of runs. So
Rebels are trying a little full-court pressure.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go man. So they're out of that. They're out of that box and 1, although they still double Bailey.
Yep.
Boucher
with another one.
She's their leading scorer. So that's why the Rebels were in that box and 1 on her.
It's a tough assignment for Viv, but she's willing to take it on. But she's definitely giving up a good 4 inches in height on that.
Yeah, and like I said, there was help there, but Boucher just sometimes good offense beats good defense.
Correct. Oh, the tie her up.
It's going to be a jump. I don't know whose ball. We can't see it from here. It's one thing we need to work on. We need a
possession arrow
on the other side of the gym, and then I'd still like to see MPA institute shot clocks at some point. But
I think it'd be helpful. It doesn't have to be 40 seconds, but at least should be something. Help the game move along.
Yeah, I've always said I think NBA is too short, 24, and college is too long at 35. I think a 30-second shot clock is more than appropriate.
Boucher again, another.
She's starting to heat up, Mark. She was a little cold in the first half. We didn't really see much out of her, but now she's kind of taking over the game.
The defense was doing their job in the first half.
That's Cooper. Eagles are up 9.
We have a switch on defense here.
Number 1 checking in for the Eagles, Elisa Boucher, so must be her younger sister.
Freshman and senior.
Rebels have their own sibling combination on the boys team in the Morgan brothers.
Correct.
And there's Riley heading. Running through the screen there. Charette to inbound. So the Rebels have Charette, Koskela, Kimball, Smith, and Cooper on the floor.
Addy with the left-handed. Good bound.
Oh, good look for Smith.
Oh,
doesn't
great
go.
idea.
Right back up.
Still battling. Good job not bringing it down to the floor.
Yeah, Kimball's looking for the foul, and I'm with her on that one. I thought
there was a lot of skin.
Thought she got hit.
Oh, that's a moving pit.
Yeah, they're letting him play. They're letting him play.
A little bit rough, but as long as nobody gets hurt.
Good luck by Kimball.
There you go.
Smith with the break.
The layup. Oh, so close. That was good ball movement.
Kimball with a steal. Pitches ahead to Koskela. That's a
foul.
Oh my goodness, Mark.
This is getting a little extreme.
I try to be kind to the refs, but she got pushed in the back there. I saw 2 hands extend. I gotta have that one. I gotta have that one if I'm Coach Newell.
That's a little much.
It's 23-12. Eagles on top. I didn't see the clock before they switched it. I think we're about halfway through.
I believe we're under the. I think
you think we're more than halfway through?
I think so.
So the Rebels need to go on a little run here. We're live on Western Hills Access Television, Channel 11, and YouTube. I'm Danny Whitney, joined by Mark Kenny, Jewel Clark on the camera, Brooks Morton on the camera, Josh Morton behind the scenes. It's the first game of a doubleheader. The boys' game is about 10-15 minutes following this game. approximately 4 o'clock. I think we're still on track for that, although it might be
We're
early.
ahead of
We're
schedule.
way ahead,
Be
actually.
closer to 3:30.
Yeah, so expect that game to start early. If you're listening at home and planning to attend the boys' game, I would plan to be here by 3:30. Maybe earlier.
They have to try to be out of here no later than 5:15 or to make the ferry. So I'm hoping go the game's a 3:30 to 5 slot. So
That's
they
right.
can
They
be out of
pushed
here in
up
time.
further. But it may even start before 3:30 at this
They
point.
might be able to.
So shoot to be here at 3:15 if you're looking to attend. Coach Kimball's in the house. Coach Steve Pelletier. Rebels getting ready for. We don't know a whole lot about the boys Islesboro team.
Do not. No.
Do we have a record?
1 second.
5-8. So they're middle of the pack, middle to the bottom of the pack. So we expect them to be competitive, but we do expect the Rebels to handle their business.
If the boys play their game, they should be fine. Good defense.
That's number 11 for the Eagles. Yeah, and I mean, they're letting them play. There was probably a foul there, too, so.
Viv Shredders do a nice job staying the ground underneath and making space and holding
Shoot that.
Islesboro out of there.
Is Charette?
Look.
I
Rebound.
think Charette and McPherson are, at least today, the Rebels' two best outside shooters, that mid-range.
They're the
You'd
most
like to see
comfortable in
them
shooting.
keep firing those. And then with Kimbo and Lego underneath, they can be effective on the rebounding. So despite we talked about the Rebels being a little bit of a height disadvantage in the first half, but they've done a fairly decent job on the boards.
They've
It's
had
just,
good positioning.
quite frankly, the Eagles are just making more shots. I mean,
True.
Rebels have probably had more turnovers, but not by a ton. McPherson with the ball off the dribble. Good roll there
Give and
by
go.
Lego.
Good look. Oh, good try. Good follow shot. Good job. Good job.
She'll get to the line, so they do get a whistle.
Working hard.
23-12 here. We are under the 4-minute mark. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to play here in the fourth. You see the Eagles boys team come out to watch the last couple of minutes here as they prepare for their game. This is the final home game of the season for the Rebels. The boys will play, I guess that's locked in stone, that the boys will play Saturday, February 15th in Augusta.
They will be, yes.
We just don't know the time or the opponent yet, for sure.
Correct. But Saturday is the day of the first round of Class D slate, so.
So if you can clear that day and head down to support the Rebels, that would be much appreciated by them. And I think the girls are not going to make the playoffs.
Girls will not make it this year, no.
So hopefully they'll be down there to support the Rebels. Both made it last year
Yes.
with senior Joel, I'm drawing a blank, but Morgan Zetz
Yes.
last year.
Good drive. Good rebound. There you go.
They go for two.
There you go. Good position, good rebound and put back.
That's her first basket of the game. Rebels cut it to 7. 9. My math was a little off.
It's not like you, Dan. It's all right. We're good.
The Eagle ball underneath.
Fans are continuing to roll
Yeah,
in.
there
3
we-
o'clock here on a Friday.
Newry Town manager Loretta Powers enters the building. See Ernie Waterhouse over in the stands. He's a mainstay. Does he still have grandchildren?
He does. They're little. His grandchildren are little. Right
But so
now.
nobody on the team.
No.
He just comes to support. So good to see people like that still supporting the Rebels.
Alumni and true fan.
Yeah. Ernie's he's just at every game. It seems like home game. That's a travel. That's a carry. It's a good spin. And that's
Bella Patillo with the rebound.
gonna be Rebel ball. Charette to inbound. McPherson to bring it up. Rebels need to push a little bit here and try to get some buckets if they want to get back in this thing. Time's not on their side right now. Charette with the ball. You hear some fans yelling, shoot. And I would, especially at this point in the game with the score, I would like to see the Rebels be a little more aggressive with the shot. If it's there,
Couple
fire.
passes, quick shot. Let's give and go.
It's the only way to get back in the game at this point.
Those
I missed
11.
a 2 for the Rebels. Who had the last bucket for the Rebels? Do you remember?
Tasia Lego. When she went to the line. The end one.
I had hers,
before that?
but so I maybe missed one before that.
Addie.
We'll give it to her. Nurse Kimball's very aggressive defensively. She gets right up on the ball. That's good to see. Good take there. She's going to get to the line for 2. That's the leading scorer for the Eagles, number 12, Boucher.
Leading scorer in the game.
She's probably getting close to the Rebels total.
She's at 14 right now.
Yeah, so they're
Equal to-
tied. This is for the lead. Boucher for the lead.
First one is good.
And after seeing her play, it makes sense why they went to the box and 1 early.
It was very effective in the first half.
Yeah, I'm just intrigued on where they got that scouting report.
Alexander Mule enters the game for Maya Bach.
Boucher for the second of 2. She's 1 of 1 so far this trip. 26-14. 27-14. That one barely hit the net.
It was perfect foul shot.
So now it's pretty much going to wrap it up here for the Eagles. So let's just, if you're the Rebels in the last minute and a half, work on, again, we've talked about this before, but work on something. Work on a skill. It's going to be Eagle ball. 11, I think that was on 13, but Indermule is going to take the foul, even though I don't think she was even involved in the play. So that's all right.
Welcome to the game.
Steal there by Charette. So
get a
anyway, as I was
basket.
saying, if you're the Rebels, just work on something. Work on getting a good shot.
Good take. Good rebound, Addie. There you go. That's good.
So Kimball's
again.
now the leading. And Coach
Timeout
Newell's not
by
giving
coach.
up. He's going to call a timeout and see if he can coach him up. So Kimball's now the leading scorer for the Rebels with 6.
All right, let's see what coach has in mind for the last
Minute. We're
minute of the game.
just over a minute. It's 27-16. Eagles on top.
Maya Buck's checking back in the game.
Yeah, and I think Coach Newell, well, I'm curious. His message might be to slow it down and work on something, or if he's trying to get back in this game, it's going to have to be push, 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 because the time is not on their side. So we'll see what kind of approach they take if they're
He and
try to
Coach
get back
Douglas
in
have
this.
something specific drawn up for them, so let's see how they execute.
It's going to be Eagle ball. Guessing the Rebels will be in some sort of a full court. They're going to go full man, it looks like. There's confusion, though, because there's only...
No one knew.
There we go. Now we're matched up. All right. Eagles to the basket. They get it right to
back
Boucher.
outside.
That's their game plan. Get the ball to Boucher.
90% of it has been this game. Hey, Bella Patil with a nice defense.
Eagles will maintain possession. 47 seconds to go here. 27-16. Eagles on top. They inbound. They swing. They get it into Boucher. Boucher takes it out wisely. No rush if you're the Eagles. Let the time tick.
It's in there.
Coach Newell asking for the Rebels to get up on him a little tighter.
Give and go.
Nice take
10.
there. Good play there by the Rebels. I mean, the Eagles, I'm sorry. Charette now, 25 seconds to play. She'll get it to McPherson.
Finish strong.
Patillo with a
Almost.
bang.
Good follow. Oh, put back again. Maya Buck with the rebound. Battling.
McPherson, Kimball,
Again.
they're just letting him play.
Good
Charette
look.
for 3.
Good look. Oh, good try.
Couple good
try.
shots there, and that should do it for this afternoon's matinee. We'll wait for the horn here. So final score in game 1 of tonight's varsity doubleheader between the Islesboro Eagles and the Telstar Rebels. The Eagles win 29-16. Game 2 will be following directly about 15 minutes from now, and that will be the varsity boys. And Mark, let's run through scoring real quick. Do you have yours total?
I'm working on it, Dan.
All right, we'll do the Rebels first then. Unofficial scoring for the Rebels: Addie Kimball with 6, Viv Charette with 4, Emma McPherson with 4, Tasia Lego with 2.
We have Alma Boucher with 16, game high. Rosie Brimley with 6, Samantha Conover with 4, Iceland Delaney with 4, and Nora Waldron with 1 foul shot.
All right, again, we'll be back for game 2 here in about 15 minutes. We are live on Western Hills Access Television and YouTube, Western Hills Access Television Channel 11 and YouTube. And I am Danny Whitney, joined by Mark Kenny, Joel Clark on the camera, Brooks Morton on the camera, and Josh Morton behind the scenes. And we'll see you back here in about 15 minutes for game 2.